Welcome, friends. Today, we are doing another live stream. Outrageous. That is right, my friends. I am late. And the reason for my lateness is that I have been asleep. Oh, I will try and power through. Oh my God. Wow. I have been napping. As if someone gently tapping. As if someone came rapping on my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Oh. How are we? How are you? It's very warm in here. And as such, I fell asleep. And being asleep was nice. Welcome, Phil Stevens. Welcome, Spaced Out. Dev, Dushan, Dropout, Divine, Phil, Michael John, Stuart Mabe, Juro, MJ. You are trying Ensalade by Marc-Antoine Barrois. Tilia, sweet, flowery, long-lasting Biche mode. Yes, I've known about Tilia for a while. I was told. Is my mic crackly? Or is it you? Oh, I'm absolutely knackered, like. Dev is wearing vintage Samsara EDT. I used to have that, but I sold it. Escutel Sabla. I also need to try Patchouli Aromatique by Lancome, says Spaced Out. It's you, yes. Steph says, Doc, doesn't seem like you were too hyped up about your new MFK. I'll be talking about that. Got a new perfume today. Came very quickly. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I do not know how I feel about it. So, excuse me. Mic is wrecked, says Pradeep. Is the mic working? Am I working? Do we need to cancel this stream? What is going on? is going on? Seems like it's working fine. Do you feel buyer's remorse yet? Definitely a crackly mic. Right, hold on. Try that. How's that for you? Is that any better? Oh! Welcome, Oris Eros. Better. Everyone is saying better, so I will not be cancelling the stream. I not hear what you said about MFK. Can you repeat? Everyone says it's better. So, the MFK. Today, this very limited edition release by Francis Kurkdjian arrived, and it is exclusive to Harrods, Knightsbridge store. So one Harrods, and you cannot buy it anywhere else, not even in other Harrods stores. And I bought it. I bought it on Saturday. I've been quite hyped for the limited edition releases recently. I intend to get the Hermes, and I intended to get this Francis Kurkdjian. It arrived today. I unboxed it. I did the video. I would recommend you watch that video. There's been a couple of things though. The sprayer had already been sprayed. It sprayed perfume first time. Didn't need to be primed. You will know that if you watch the video. The other thing was the scent. The scent is uninspiring for me. It's got a lovely jasmine note, very good quality jasmine note, but I don't like jasmine. You know, I don't like jasmine at all. It does smell like Ciel de Gum, but I'll be doing a comparison video. But I don't know. Uninspired. I feel unexcited by it. You know? I feel unexcited by it, which is a shame. But that is the way I feel. Not a great release. Someone has fondled the atomizer before Phil Stevens. Evening, Tim Wilcox. Tim, I have your parcel. Well, it's not a parcel. I have your envelope ready to go. I'll be posting that as soon as I fucking remember. But it's all there, ready to go. Yeah, the box is a nice colour, so that's something. But for £230, I want more than a nicely coloured box. You know? What Hermes is limited release? It is called Paddock. And Paddock has a note of horse shit. It has hay, honey, leather. And there should be a couple of unboxing videos, first impressions videos coming your way. Pretty shocking that someone at Harrods, no less, had been spraying it. Well, it actually came in plastic wrapping. So whoever's been at it, right, has sprayed it before they've boxed it. Which is unacceptable. So I've emailed Harrods and said I am not satisfied. And I may be sending it back. So I may send it back depending on what they say. If not, I'll sell it, probably, to be honest with you. It's a vanilla, jasmine, ever so slightly labdanum, airy concoction. It's kind of like I have video evidence. Sue the bastards. That's right. I've got video evidence. I will sue them. I'll say, you bastards, look what you've done to me. Look what you've done. You horrible people. You know? Oh. But it's not being, it didn't, I'll tell you what, right? I think I was saying this to someone else the other day when I bought it. I was like, I should sue them for emotional damage. I should sue them for emotional damage. I bought it on Saturday and I was having a bad day. I was having a bad day on Saturday. And when I bought it, I wasn't excited for it. You know? Like, I remember buying some things from a news where I was fucking erect. You know what I mean? I was absolutely fucking buzzing, like Iris Silver Mist. I was buzzing when I got that. Other perfumes, when I've bought them and stuff, you know, I've bought backup bottles and been more hyped for those than I was for this Kurkdjian. It's ugh. And you can't just sample it first. I was talking to Houdini today. He was like, "Oh, I'll get a sample of it somewhere," and I was like, "Mate," I was like, "You'll not, like, it'll be impossible to get a fucking sample of it." Like, because they're only stocked in Harrods. The only way you'd be able to smell it is to go to Knightsbridge. You know what I mean? I want to try and get my money back, one way or the other, either by selling this bottle or returning it. So I'm going to do a comparison with sealed gum. So I won't be comparing them on the stream. I'll do a comparison video. We'll see what happens. I am pleased to say I was the first person to talk about it on the tube. I would have been the first person to talk about it on Perfume, but it won't let me upload my review. Second person to talk about it on Fragrantica. Upset. I also tried to upload a picture to Fragrantica about it, and it would not let me. So fuck knows what's going on Perfume. Welcome, not in the know. Divine, I'm not doing anything wrong. It'll let me upload reviews for other perfumes, but not this one. I would be the first person. This is what it says on the screen. That's all it's offering me there. You know what I'm doing wrong. It won't even let me attempt. So I put my review on my wall. You know? Basically, Parfum has a timeline where perfumes that aren't available yet cannot be renewed, rate, or have small statements written. I mean, clearly it's available. It's right there. I need to, I don't know. I need to make a good purchase, you know. I know it is, but their timing for when it's available is never the exact moment. Spray some Balenciaga, make yourself a cup of tea and move on, or cheer up. Move on, cheer up, you'll flip it one way or the other. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, Nat Adida. It's fucking hot in here as well. I feel fucking suppressed. It's suppressively hot. For example, if you go to Serene, the new FDB, you will see it also only has collections, photo, notes, and suits. I put a photo up today, and I just got an email about 20 minutes ago saying, no, 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 no. You cannot have a photo. Unlucky. So they took my photo down, which wasn't very nice. I have tried Oud Alezan today. Is it an original Riche from Hermes? No. Is it one of the best Oud Rose on the market? I would say yes. Way better than something like Ombre Nomad. Can I shake a bottle for something to macerate faster? It's bollocks. I hope you're joking when you say that, because the whole maceration thing's just bollocks. I do hope that's like a quip, because it's not a thing that. Give me 1 second, my friends. I am going to open the door and let some cool air in. It's far too hot in here. I do not like this type of thing. Ah, yes. Oh. I'm back. Oh, I'm semi-joking. I think some fries get better with age. They will change, but that's not maceration. Like, I like to macerate 6 months in the fridge and 6 months in sunlight, all beast mode and compliments after that. I'm semi-joking. I think some frags get better with age. Not all, but some. They don't macerate. They don't. They oxidize. They go off. You know, it's not the same as maturation and maceration. It's a different thing. They oxidize in the bottle, and the top notes will fade. So it seems like the bottom notes kind of get stronger. You know, but they don't. They're just exposed more. I was in negotiations with a German guy on Perfume Souk 43, a 50ml bottle of single malt for 235. Ended up not taking it. Box wasn't in the best condition. You didn't buy it because of the box. +300 bottles, and I have yet to see a perfume get better with maturation. I had a bit of a setback today too, although not perfume related, so you're not alone. Oh dear, Herb. I hope you are okay. I'm really fucking, like, I was really tired there. I could have just turned over and gone back to sleep, to be honest. That's why I was late. Today I wore Tsar. I wore Tsar by, what are they called? I wore Tsar by Van Cleef and Armpits. So that was a good wear. I enjoyed that. Not the strongest, strangely. It wasn't as strong as I remember. Van Cleef and Armpits. You want your armpits to queef? What am I spraying on so liberally, you may ask? I'm surprised you had to ask, but there it is. Lavande. The wax was a big part of it. Yep, mine buy was another, and there was also the fact that my whole collection is still newly purchased. I have no used purchases. Rich, what fragrance would you hold on to even if you went completely broke and needed to sell everything as soon as possible? For me, it is Bois d'Argent. Probably Balenciaga Pour On. Or Pavarotti. I could sell Pavarotti. Could keep Pavarotti. And the Surge. I just wouldn't. What's happening on here, says Rabbit? How is a rabbit? What is happening on here? I hope you are okay, Herb. I need a bottle of Pavarotti to wear it on Bocelli's concert. You're going to wear Pavarotti to Andrea Bocelli's concert. Do you much care for Iris Poudre? I like it a lot, but those aldehydes are quite strong. I like the Iris Poudre that I have got. This one. This is it is a vintage version. And it is not quite as powdery and blousy and grande dame. You know, it's not like that big fucking old dame fucking perfume, you know? Aristocratic, powdery type of thing. This is much cooler. It's crazy how much Musc Ravageur was hyped back in the day. I bent the knee back and now I can't walk. That'll do it. Ouch. Grande Dame or Great Dane? A lot of the Grand Dames look like Great Danes, to be honest. Big dogs. Oh my shit and god, I'm fucking knackered. Iris Poudre is nice. I should get my A2A sample this week. I am hoping for... What am I hoping for? I'm not sure. Oh. This bottle looks like it was used for hydration. Big dent. Oh, I've been spraying big dents of it. Like, I must have used about 40 mil. 50 mil, maybe? The sprayer is an absolute fire hydrant. And I put like... how many? I put 10 sprays on at a time. Yes, it looks like a jug I would take a swig without thinking, says Baroli. It's bedtime, says Herb. Are you going to bed? I feel like going to bed. Sepper Abdolly, scent of the day Dior Cologne. Love that bergamot. Which version? Which version? Yo, Match, what's new? Nothing much. Kurkdjian has let me down a bit. I won't lie. 2022 version, says Sepper. Oh no. How could we wake Rich up? I don't know. I don't know. Oh god. When was the last time Francis Kurkdjian didn't let you down? It's been a fucking while. It's been a while. He lets me down on the regular. I think Grand Soir was the last good MFK, probably. Oh, I don't care for Grand Soir. I don't think it's very good at all, to be honest. Some absolute slag has about bit me for that. Shithouse. It's got another 2 days left on it. Hey man, did you wind up getting the Healy samples? Yes. You're a Hippie Rose fan, yes? No? Pass. I don't think I've smelled it, or if I have smelled it, I can't remember it, sorry. We will just have to wait. I need to do some final impressions on the house of Is Uzak. And then I need to... and then I need to... what do I need to do? I need to crack on with the Aries de Venustus, I think. They've been waiting the longest. Okay, I'm back. Most likely I won't have to go to court next Monday. Everyone cross your fingers. Ouch. You getting away with murder again? Oh no. Givenchy Gentleman Cologne is surprisingly nice, says Pradeep. I know how to wake him up. Kurkdjian is probably watching this and laughing his ass off. Another penny for me, says Sarah. Well, as long as I can get my fucking money back. I mean, it would have sold out anyway, do you know what I mean? The wankers from Knightsbridge would have bought it, but a wanker from Newcastle bought it instead. So, that was not very clever. See? It doesn't matter how long you have been doing this, how long you've been buying, how experienced you are, you will still make fuck-ups. You will still fuck up from time to time, absolutely. You know, blind buying is a risky business. This is why I advise people against it. You know, it's not a very good idea at all. Yes, Rich, I need to hear you trash my favourite Aedes de Venustus. Why? Why do you need to hear me trash it? Is everything okay? I honestly do like Amaryllis, though. Seppa. Blind buying is very risky. I had 2 blind buys last year. Smoking Hot and Torino 23. Smoking Hot was good and I enjoyed it as a dumb reach. Torino 23 is fucking awful and never to be worn. Do you know, I think I've heard that about Torino 23. There was another Xerjoff. It might have been that one, but I think there was another Xerjoff as well. Somebody else was talking about and they said it was fucking awful. And it wasn't me that was saying it. It was someone else. So that's a bit of a cow. Xerjoff charging a lot more than what this Francis Kurkdjian was, you know. And it's not going well, you know. A lot of their perfumes aren't great. Like the modern all, I'm someone that's been very lucky with blind buying. I'd say 80% have been successful. Mine's probably higher than that. Mine's probably higher than that. I would probably go up to 90%, 95 even. Rarely have I fucked up, but this one, it's just been a bad purchase. Do you know what I mean? It's been a bad purchase. And so far, I mean, I've owned it for like, what, 12 hours? Not even 12 hours, not even close to 12 hours. It's still on my hand. Fleet Street Barber says, this may not be a popular opinion, but I tried Tom Ford Myrrh Mystere and I think it's pretty damn good. Have you sampled? I have. I have sampled it. I wasn't a fan, but I do like myrrh. I do like a good myrrh. I went through a bit of a myrrh phase last year. Bois de Turkey a myrrh? Myrrh Ardent was obviously a myrrh. I think I went through a myrrh Ardent phase. Myrrh's fucking immense. Eau Sauvage Parfum, the original. I don't know. What is the best geranium fragrance that you can recommend? I smelled Geranium Odorato by Diptyque and I fell in love with it. It is fantastic. I'd probably go with Geranium Pour Monsieur, like Pradeep says. A blind bought Melt My Heart from the aforementioned Harrods half price, and it was everything you have been saying it was. Did you like it? What size did you get? What size bottle did you get? Which Italian fragrance would you like to have? I do not have a clue. Struggling to get next. You know what I mean? Struggling to think of a fragrance to get excited about, to be honest. Divine Harrods had a sale a couple of months ago, and certain Melt My Heart, certain Strange Loves were half price. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. That Myrrh Ardent looks like it's trapped in amber behind the Pavarotti bottle. Yes. Yes. Looks. It's been frozen in time. Oh. We need to get your excitement back. Rich says, Oris, you don't know how right you are, mate. My excitement is gone. I need to find something to look forward to. I need to find something to get me hyped. Hype, friends. Hype, hype. This is the problem with hype. You get hyped for a little bit, and then the hype dies down, and if you've got nothing to replace it, you are low. Trois lots revêt du beurre. That's horrible, says Horace. What, my pronunciation? That's really harsh. Yeah, I'm struggling on the hype train at the minute. You know? I assumed this Kurkdjian was going to be a bit better. You know? A perfume addict chasing the next fix is exactly what it was. Just find some more hype. Can't just keep finding more hype and keep purchasing things. You know? I'd like to sell some more stuff, if I'm being honest. I'd like to sell some more perfume. Rather than just not. Blind buy full Celine. The birds, the trees, the moon. Bah. Not getting excited about that shit. What will you wear tomorrow? Well, I was thinking maybe MCM Success. I really enjoyed wearing that last time. Maybe some Mer Ardente. Maybe some Dior Homme. I'm looking to buy and also sell, says Divine. Yes. I'm looking to sell more than I buy, though. I must admit. I'm definitely looking to sell some stuff. Not this, though. This is Lumiere Noir, and it's really nice. I might wear this. It smells like a really good quality shampoo. It's like a rose patchouli thing, you know? Good news, Ramsey has said I can use his sealed gum to do a comparison with a Reflets d'Ombre. Not sure how I feel about this. The legendary Eugene Mitch streams were 3 years ago. Yeah, I know, it's been a long time. It's absolutely mad, isn't it? We used to stream nearly every night, like, you know? Crazy. There's a lot of streaming. Dreaming of a streaming. Sandra has already made a video about Comet. I went to Le Bon Marche on Saturday and forgot to sample it. My local Chanel says they're not getting it for a while because it's going to be exclusive to the airports. And that was pretty fucking upsetting, I can tell you. Agree, currently looking to sell more than buy. Want to have dollar ready to snipe deals on Black Friday this year. Likely $2,000 on Royal Crown and Clive Christian. Oh. Really? Maybe I just create my own perfume. Add a bit of geranium and bergamot oil. Bit of rose, bit of geranium, bit of bergamot, a little bit of patchouli. Don't bother, you won't like it, says product. Yeah. It will be in the Chanel concessions in the UK in May, I was told. Yeah, that's what I was told. Saw Jacob streaming the other night, and Jacob was saying that the Les Exclusives Pure Parfums have been discontinued. So your Coromandel, your Bois d'Azil, your Sycamore, all of those pure perfumes have been discontinued, which is a shame, no doubt. And Chanel, the house that keeps telling people that they don't discontinue stuff. So, not sure what's going on. They seem to be going through some stuff, you know. Maybe you and Eugene need to do a stream again to get some hype back. It will either be the greatest stream of all time or the worst, because neither of us are hyped for any perfume at the minute. I'm getting into candles lately. Do you know any brands with affordable prices? Yankee candles are affordable. Well, they're not very good, though, unfortunately. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Jacob seems to think they will re-release them in the big bottles that cost like 10k. Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. They're going down that kind of forbidden, ultra-rich side of luxury. The Chanel parfums are bad. I tend to agree, and maybe I am a charlatan, but I do tend to agree they perform terribly on me. They perform absolutely terribly on me. Like, I can't smell them, you know? I just can't smell them, which is a shame. Molten Brown candles are affordable and good. Molten Brown is a good house, to be fair. Oh, I just got some of that right at my nose. Oh. Don't try to recreate just cause. It never works out well, but we do need that top 5 to your privé stream, though. Yes. Maybe you two need to grieve about perfume together. Maybe we do. I mean, we've done a lot of that, to be fair. We've certainly complained about perfume together. As into wear and enjoy when we sweat. Molten Brown candles are affordable and good. Those Dior 3ml extras go for $250 or whatever. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck them. That's just bullshit, that. Do you recommend diptyque candles? Yes. They're very good. Don't blind buy. Make sure you smell them first. The Nargile one's really nice. The Geranium Rosa one's really nice. It's really nice for spring. I've got my Bois d'Argent candle at the minute, which is also immense. Complaining equals grieving. It is very similar. Hello, Alan Hansen, how are you? Please send me 2 ml of candle. Does not equal. Oh, complaining does not equal grieving. Sorry. I didn't see that little cross. Bois d'Argent has myrrh, correct. Very correct. And it's a lovely myrrh. Myrrh and iris is a lovely combination. It's a very good perfume with a little bit of juniper, a little bit of beeswax, I beg your pardon. Forgive me if I'm being a twat, but how do you sample candles? You have to go to somewhere where they've got the candles out on like the fucking display, and you can smell them then. Like a diptyque boutique, which isn't easy to say. Diptyque boutique. If you go there, they'll have some out, you know. Like if you go to Selfridges or if you go to Phoenix or some shit. The scent of the day is Agar Wood by Dunhill. Bois d'Argent is very frothy. Blind by Parfum de Marly Perseus Bash and Return. Will be entertaining. I found on my phone the other day the video of Eugene torching that bottle of perfume, and it was nice. Diptyque. Boutique. Going to the boutique. Fruity, fresh, sweet with floral cleanliness. Smells like ingenious ginger or vibrato if you've tried those. I'm here to write shit, says Lily. She's here to write shit and take names. And she's all out of taking names. What? I might wear this tomorrow. My vintage Vetiver. Brandon's been around. Brandon has been around. He's seen some things, you know. He's been some places. He's seen some things. He's only young, you know. A lifetime of therapy awaits. He's going to have to sell some of them perfumes to afford a good therapist. Oh, excuse me. I feel hydrated now. Maybe that was the key all along. Reduce the temperature, increase the hydration is the key to life. Oh, I've seen it, mate. Fucking Nottingham Forest, not Notts Forest. You get shot over there for saying that. Got 4-point deduction. Where am I? You know, maybe I'm being too harsh. Here before being Brandon the best. We do love a good Brandon. Brandon always watching. Galen too. Yes. Galen is always lurking in the. I was going to say in the dressing room. He'd be lurking in the dressing room. You know, I'll be going to change my socks later. Galen will be there, just over my shoulder. Nice feet. You know, bit of that with his long hair tickling my ear. Strange man. Supply and demand is wearing God of Fire. If you're asking what it smells like, one, I haven't tried Perseus yet, but I believe it likely doesn't sense. Oh, what's going on here? Oh shit, Rich, I'm sending you Amber Orient and Oud Royal Armani Privé samples, probably in those bubble protected post office envelope. I think it's easier to send that way, no problem. The man of the hour, the man with the power, too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get. What you don't see is better yet. The women's pleasure, the men's regret. 227 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. Isn't that right, Brandon? Only really, really, really niche wrestling fanboys will know who said that. I'm not talking about Attitude Era. Proper old school fucking reference, that. Are you rapping, Rich? No. No, I'm not. Bloody hell, right, mate. Galen said you sit and go. Are you not excited about that? Excited about what? These new rules, Rich, are a right shit. I mean, look at your club, all the money in the world, can't spend it because of the revenue the club brings in. Same with Villa. It's bollocks. It is. It's clubs like Tottenham and Man United and Liverpool trying to keep the fucking rest of it down. It's bullshit. Is it an old school reference because you're old? No, I feel older than I am. Mille La Forêt is great today. It's cold, fresh musk, and it suits my personality well, I think, says Lane. Did Bob send you some of that? I really need to start my own channel. I swear I had like 2 videos and I cringed so hard I deleted it, says Settler. You should, and when you do, let us know, and I will post the channel on here. Morning all, crumpets for breakfast. I spotted some crumpets downstairs, if I do say so myself. I did see some crumpets, and I thought, woo, I'll be eating some of them later. Is Saint-Germain-des-Prés a good Celine? Pass, I've never smelled it. The M&M inside you. Have you listened to the start of HBK intro song separately? Yes. It was it used to be was it the Sensational Sherry? She sang it and then she left and they got Shawn Michaels to do it. Sean Heckenbottom is his real name, would you believe? My friend has just sent me a link because she got sacked while she was on maternity leave. Oh, she looks quite big now. A Northeast company was paid to job coach to make her redundant while she was on maternity leave, but they're yet to pay her a penny. Chrysalis Training Services Limited. Apply to the boss supervisor and felling. No, exactly. It's well founded. They're not paid her anything. I probably struggled with everything at the time. It's pretty rough. My first job was absolutely awful. It was terrifying. My company, I should be pleased. That's a stupid name for a baby. Oh, where are we? Sorry, friends. Mike V, welcome. Has anyone tried the new MFK Reflex Ombre? Heard it's a lighter, fresher seal de gum. Very interested, you little rascal. How dare you? Do you want to pay for it? And I'll keep a hold of it until you can get it. Just come over here and pick it up. But send the money now. Lane says, yes, the great Bob sent it in response to me sending him some of my favourites. He didn't have to do that, but it was very kind and generous. Lovely Bob indeed. For your information, Luca Turin and Tony Sanchez will do a Facebook Live interview detail on his Substack. Oh, fuck. I can't imagine anything worse. I think Killian is underrated in the Eugene Mitch Ramsey circles of Fragcom. I think it's overrated in general, though. It's fucking terrible. No, not this time, says Mike. Mike is genuinely... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's literally right there in front of you, man. It's right there in front of you. I think Rich made a video today, I believe. Antaeus has become intoxicating for me, honestly. Just received a 200ml splash bottle. Same presentation as my 400ml. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Do you splash it on when you get a splash bottle, or do you decant it into a decanter? 1 million gold dude is fantastic. A slightly sweet Halfetti, and I don't like Halfetti, says supply and demand. This one's a bit soft. Yeah, I think not the Kurkdjian is really comparable with Tom Ford, to be honest, but just way too overpriced. I need to try and taste one of these days. They make fantastic gourmands and orientals, honestly. They should stick to that always. I think you called it a mildly more vanillic take of that profile. I've only got one sniff of Shalimar, and now I keep randomly smelling it. Are you sleep talking, says Christian? No, I'm reading an article about some girl I used to know. She's been sacked from her job and given 30 grand. Fucking nuts, that. I instantly thought you were trolling. I did. Those and taste are both the same presentation, but they smell different. What? Kurkdjian are shite. The only good one is single malt, and that's discontinued. Says Ryan. Sarah says, my God, you were saying something. That's a stupid name for a baby. That is a stupid name for a baby. Esma. The girl that's called one of her children Esma. It's a fucking stupid name for a child. Tell us about the name of the baby. It's Esma. It's a fucking stupid name. Sounds like a fucking factory. Oh, I'm going to work down at Esma. You know? Dozy meh. Anyway. Enough of this bullying babies. I need to smell and taste still. It's so fun being a newbie to perfume. I haven't smelled anything. Yes. Yes. I remember the days of being a newbie and not having had smelled anything. Do you know what I think's really, really, really fucking ordinary? Like, really, like, so mediocre. Fucking that. Vetiver Extraordinaire. They should be fucking sued for that name, because extraordinaire it ain't. It's fucking bang average. Bang average. I was going to fucking wear it today and I thought, no. No. This is a poor fragrance. It's the most boring Vetiver I've ever tried, honestly. It's so shit. It's so average. I don't bully babies. I will bully babies. Richard is not a stupid name. Lily, you can't be bullying anyone. You're named after a stinking flower. Some of the greatest men to ever live are named Richard. That's right. I am named Richard. Is a vetiver without all the good parts of vetiver? Yeah, it's just crap. It's just naff. It's boring. Rich, you need to do a top 10 I fucking hate video. There's the thing is, right, is I could and would do that, but I don't have any of the bottles. I don't even have samples of stuff. I mean, I could do Symphonium, but that's fucking... I've got a sample of that, but it's shite. I don't even want to. Like, it would upset me flow. You're right, though. I absolutely should and could, but... I'll be at your funeral. I'm not telling anyone when I die. You'll never know it. There'll be like a week or two where I don't post anything. If I miss the fragrance rotation, you'll know. That's how you'll know, right? If I miss the fragrance rotation, I've been taken out. So bear that in mind. Oh, I was thinking about letting you guys call me my real name since you all fucking know it now. Yes, that's right, Gertrude. I'll stick with Girl on Vetiver, thanks, says Boboosh. Yes, Girl on Vetiver is fantastic. I could do a top 10 Vetiver perfumes. Me and Eugene did a top 10. I think that was the last stream we did together. There's a rumour the king is dead. The king is not fucking dead. We will be hearing all fucking sorts about it. You couldn't have a 24-hour fucking news cycle without hearing that the king's dead. He's not dead. He's ill. Middleton's ill as well, poor cow. But dead she ain't. This is still undefeated, I think, as the best vetiver ever. It's fucking brilliant. Is the London Bridge has fallen thing same for the king? Fuck knows. Possibly. That's right, it'd be hyped to be a Gertrude. If someone made a top 10 hit with their full bottles, then we'll know who the problem... Yes! Exactly. Sycamore's probably the vetiver benchmark. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Nuit de Feu. And 540 makes it summer night ready. Oh, I am going to dehydrate, friends. I'll be back. Please don't leave. Please like the stream. If you like liking streams, like this stream. By God, you'll enjoy it. You know. Excuse me. I will be back. I'll be back. I'll be quack. I have returned to you, motherfuckers. How are we doing? How are you doing? How am I doing? How are we doing together? Is everything okay? I am fantastic. And I am doing really well. I might have woken up by the time the stream ends, to be fair. I was very sleepy when I started. What's this? Oh. Oh! Oh my giddy aunt! Where are we? Fucking Esma. Give it one. So, where were we? Welcome, Wesley Garlic. How are you? Is the London Bridge has fallen thing the same for the king? Probably. He'll be the next of kin, Lily, to all those super mossy vintage stuff. Absolutely not. Yeah, I thought the same thing about Frederick Miles Mount Vetiver. It's fucking shit. It's so fucking average. What could have possibly made them think that it was really good? Like, I don't get it. You know? I don't get it whatsoever. Guerlain's Vetiver is much better. Les Indomables Vetiver is much better. Richard, when you die, I'll go and sit by the river and talk to the ducks, just like every day. What a fitting tribute. Just get on Clean Noir for £25 and be done with it, says Weston Ood. It's a good point. He went for a crumpet. No, but I will be after the stream. Absolutely. Vintage Carven Vetiver is a hidden gem. I've smelled it. It's nice. And now I'm hungry, says Christina. Oh, well, there are plenty ahead of me for the next, and Lionel should just be relieved of his duty to the Mossy Empire. Mladen Tessic, how are you? Hiram Green Vetiver. Hiram Green's Vetiver. I tried that one. I didn't like Hyde. I thought Hyde was rotten. I thought Hyde was rough. But I haven't tried the Vetiver. Christina, we should have falafel by the river again together. Again? I'd like a Dutch baby with berries. It's one of the strangest sentences I've ever read, but here we are. Encre Noir falls apart in the dry down. Sycamore is superior by far, says Dropout. The king is dead rumour was put about by the Russians, the rascals. Trying to fold the British state. To be fair, Sycamore should. It's 10 times the price. Yes. Mirel Boker, welcome. Evening. Roger Dove, Sultanate of Oman. Nice fresh frankincense. How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Men often think they're really good when they're just average. Anyone heard news of Vetiver Veritas being discontinued this year due to contingency with its natural composition? Is that a Healy perfume? Is that a Healy perfume, Vetiver Veritas? I hope it's not. I might have to get to smelling them soon. Maybe Fleet Street Barber will be in for a treat. He was asking me about the Hippie Rose. Vetiver Veritas. This fucking clicking noise is doing my tits in. Pardon me. Oh. Anyone heard news? Chronotropes. Tell me the story about Vetiver Veritas because of the contingency with its natural composition. I don't think anything touches Portrait of a Lady and Carnal Flower. Those are masterpieces of perfumery. Well, the modern Portrait of a Lady isn't as good, I don't think, as the vintage, because I've heard the vintage was a lot rosier and the modern one has got a shed load of ISOE super in it. This is really nice, though. Music for a While. Music for a While is really nice. A while. Iris Poudre. I don't think anything touches Portrait of a Lady. Vetiver Extraordinaire is an excellent perfume. Crumpet or toast better, Rich? Oh, pass. Nothing yet. I assume we'll have to see. Guerlain's Vetiver is kind of boring, though, says Bad Education. Xenia Haitian Vetiver is the best, says Germs. It's good. Charles Just Charles. Charles Just Charles. Sultan Vetiver, of course. The top of Sultan Vetiver is stunning. And the rest of it is awful. It turns into this massive amber wood. It just turns into one note all the way through, and it's very, very upsetting. I think I may fall in love with Vetiver this summer, so it's on my list to smell, says A. My favourite vetiver is Guerlain Vetiver Extreme. I need to try those Xenias. Peruvian Ambrette is what I want to try. They are good. The Eau de Toilette were fantastic. I'm not sure what the Eau de Parfums are like, you know. My favourite vetiver Malsiage Pays Dogan is Top Vetiver. Grey vetiver is really nice. Grey vetiver is fabulous. It's a dry vetiver for me. It's a fresh, dry vetiver. If you want a fantastic value vetiver other than the Guerlain, it's right there in the picture. Fat Electrician, about $60. Fat Electrician's fabulous. I might wear that tomorrow. Creamy. It's a brilliant vetiver. It's got that hazelnut thing going on. The marron glace. Fucking gorgeous. Really is good. These are some of the only. This is one of the only brands left you can get at where the value for money is worth it at discounters. Discounters sell a lot of stuff now, not at discount, you know. Whereas discounters sell a lot of stuff now that is just not discounted anywhere near what it should be, what it was, you know. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Good for spring, good for autumn, maybe good for winter. It has that kind of glass, marron glass thing, you know. Oh, Amber would. Well, our brother wouldn't. Amber might. Trusted picking noses, but I'll lightly sample before I have high trust for the brand. I hate the mailman every time I have a frag scheduled for the day. They just don't come. Fat Electrician is way too sweet, says Bad Education. Winter frag. Dior Homme Silver Stem has the hazelnut thing to my nose. Does it have the hazelnut thing to my nose? Unsure. Unsure. Possibly. It's got that little... I might wear this tomorrow again. I just love this stuff, to be fair. I want to try and get through this silver stem bottle, you know. DJ, what are faves from them? Eau de Glory, others. From, what they're called? Parfum d'Empire. Caron, Aimer mon comme je suis is better than Fat Electrician. Evening Duck. Friends, cheers. Welcome, Jonathan. That drives me up the wall. Yeah, the fucking postman. When they don't come. Mental. Hello, Jonathan. I hope you have a great week this week, says Lane. I hope Jonathan has a great week as well. I think we can all agree we wish Jonathan has a great week. I might wear Body Koros tomorrow. Saw somebody review it the other day and they weren't overly impressed. I think it was Chad. Chad was saying that he didn't like it. I was like, Chad, what are you talking about? Yeah, I might wear that. We'll see. I might wear a Serge Luton. I should make it my goal to wear at least one Sergio Ton every week. Because that shit is fire. I'll tell you what I'm not a fan of. These Acqua di Parma Colonia mirrors. It smells really good, and I would like a place to smell like this. But this has got that fake myrrh. At best, low quality myrrh. But it's a synthetic myrrh, I think. And it's not great. It's not great, my friends. It's not great. None of the perfumes I've got up for sale at the minute are fucking selling, like, you know? It's pretty upsetting. So if you're in the UK and you want to buy a perfume, I am right here. Body Koros is such a weird fragrance, says Paroli. What do you think about it? Why do you think it's weird? Unisex is fine, just curious for feminine leaning, you know, says Kate. Hello, I have Vetiver essential oil, but no perfumes with it leading. I actually wondered, does anyone know of a feminine leaning Vetiver by chance? That's an interesting one. It is a historically masculine leaning note. Why that is, I'm not sure, but it's kind of like, oh God, what else is a historically masculine leaning note? Welcome, Los Lakers. I do not believe I have seen you before. Nice to meet you. I've had Body Koros for over 20 years and still haven't made my mind up whether I like it or not, says West. Outrageous. Well, the girl on Vetiver Porel is brilliant. Ah, yes. Jonathan has mentioned this before to me many times. Smells like Lamar Cologne with a big sour eucalyptus. It's awful and kind of good at the same time. I think it's really nice, actually. I think it's really nice. I think I'm going to remove that Colonia mirror from the rotation, friends. Like I did with Envy. I wore Gucci Envy yesterday, and it was a terrible mistake. It was a terrible, terrible mistake. Why and how I thought that was a fucking... a good idea to put into the spring and summer rotation, I do not know. I do not know. I get a candy floss vibe from Body Koros. That's interesting. Oat moss is masculine. Yes, but it was in a lot of women's fragrances as well. Thanks, I'm not for ADP. I just watched your amazing Crivelli haul review. I'm new to your channel and saw you were live. Well, thank you. I am glad you are here. Please stay and talk to us. Just smelled opium pour on for the first time after like 7 years, says A. Oof. How was it? Body Koros on fall gloomy days, no rain. Interesting. Hey Rich, I'm looking to get a vintage Pure Havana. I wish I had Kurkdjian to make a terrible mistake, says Steph's. Hey Rich, I'm looking to get a vintage Pure Havana or Taste of Fragrance by Mugler. Which one do you reckon to get first? Taste of Fragrance, it's harder to get and it'll only get more expensive. Pure Havana's not worth it, I don't think. I think it's a fucking, it's a witch's brew of sugar and fucking all things diabetic, you know? That shit will rot your teeth and destroy your pancreas. I sold mine, and I'll tell you, right, I love that Amen line, and I've sold a lot of them, and I don't miss them. I don't miss them. I've been surprised how many perfumes I've been able to sell and just never think about. What's your favourite Maison Crivelli? Mate, I didn't like any of them. I didn't like any of them to get to the point where I thought I would buy them. I thought they were all overrated, apart from one, where I got, I'm actually thinking of a different house. So, Maison Crivelli, I didn't like Iris Malacan. It has the same problem as Sultan Vetiver, in that it's a lovely top note destroyed by an amber wood underneath. Maison Crivelli, Patchouli Magnetique. Patchouli Magnetic. I thought that was really nice. I was thinking of a different house there. It was a sample house. I can't remember. Maison Rabachi. Rabachi. I thought you were talking about Rabachi, which you weren't. You never said Rabachi. Anything closely regarding fucking Maison Rabachi, you didn't say. So God knows what I'm thinking. Candy floss on eucalyptus. I wonder how Anna could develop her style. She was definitely working on that creamy thing for a while, wasn't she? The benzoine, sort of vanilla benzoine, and then she slid in an iris when she went to Candy floss for more of a feminine twist. Tremendous. I want to try Vetiver Patchouli combo. Yeah, it's good. Vetiver Patchouli. You might want to try Roadster. I think Roadster's got a patch in it. Where are we? Vintage Opium Pour Rum EDP might have the best vanilla I have ever smelled. Have you ever smelled? Has anyone here ever smelled Tihota by Indult? It's ironically a Francis Kurkdjian, and it's just a vanilla. It just smells like a vanilla cake. It smells like vanilla. I mean, I've said that 3 times. I don't know how much more simply I can put it to you. It just smells like a vanilla. What should I pour EDP today for the first time in a while? What's a good smoky vetiver? Oh God, there's loads. Opium is a reference blackcurrant, if that wasn't the term it is now. Yes. How do you think about them when you have 500 bottles? What's this? I forget stuff. Yeah, I forget. Like people, do you know what it is really weird? People will ask me about a fragrance, right? In all sincerity, right? People will be like, "Oh, can you tell us can you name like?" I'll be lying in bed, or I'll be like out having a cup of tea, and I'll get a comment, or somebody will messages. You know, people will be like, "Can you give us like 3 good irises I check out?" And I'll be like, "Sorry, no, because I don't have me fucking collection in front of us." Because it's just in memory banks, it's just a black mass of perfume. And I have to literally, if I want to think about a perfume to recommend to someone, I've got to picture my fucking collection as it is in front of us here, and then I've got to go to a bottle, and then I've got to remember what the bottle is, right? And then I've got to fucking. It's just the way my memory works, or doesn't work, as the fucking case may be. It's a bizarre situation. I really struggle to remember the perfumes that I own because I've got so many of them. You know what I mean? And I don't rank me perfumes. So people are like, "What's your favourite vanilla?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck. You should charge Rich Finder's fee." Well, quite. Some people do ask me outrageous questions where they're like, can you put us onto the person who fucking... Can you put us onto the person who fucking gets your perfumes, like the person who got you that thing from deepest fucking Mali? You know what I mean? Or like the person who like is from Japan. Can you put us onto them? And I'm like, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? No. Go out and make your own. The best thing to do genuinely is do your own thing. Is get out there and make fucking connections on your own. You know? I put a lot of work into it, like, and people are like, "Oh, can you just like fucking do this for us?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, I fucking can't." Tobacco and vetiver come to mind as the biggest masculine notes. That's why Vetiver by Guerlain's such a good vetiver. That's exactly what it is. Tobacco and vetiver. I forget I have stuff in my collection all the time. I do. Reflets d'Ombre smells more niche or mainstream. It smells like a mainstream niche fragrance. It smells like a Francis Kurkdjian. It smells like an MFK. I do it all the time. Are you Irish or Scottish? I might be wrong. And you're from England. I am from England. I'm from very close to Scotland, though. When you smell actual tobacco absolute, it's very sweet and floral. I thought you really liked Patchouli Magnetic. I do. I do like Patchouli Magnetic. I do like it. I like it for a... I like it for a... I like it for a... autumn, but a very specific part of autumn, you know, like the first 6 to 8 weeks. Are you lagging in real life? Literally, I'm loading, you know. You've also been reincarnated many times, Ron. Actually, hello, Silver Panther. Gucci Guilty Absolute is a patch and vetiver combo, and leather, vetiver and leather gives that kind of outrageous fucking fiery TCP ointment kind of vibe. Yes, Tihota, I have that, says Andy. Welcome, Andy, how are you? I'm rocking Vanilla Sex nowadays, says Supply and Demand. Fucking expensive perfume. And it smells like a Eau Fraiche, Eau de Celery and Wazoo, but Pays d'Ogon is my favourite by far, says Paroli. I would like to smell Eau de Celery. Is that vanilla fragrance you mentioned in a long, thin, brown bottle, Rich? Which vanilla fragrance? A long, thin, brown bottle. A lot of them are long, thin, and brown, to be fair. Glazed Dogon is the only one I've heard of. Quite affordable by the looks of it. I'll check them out. You should charge. La Pausa is to Iris what Angelique Noir is to Vanilla. Benchmarks of their respective genre. Has anyone ordered from the Perfume Exquise in Montreal? Wondering if they're legit. They have Fougère Emeraude. Les Innomadables for $168. If anyone is interested, says Silver Panther. It's like people start like crowding out of the stream. Yeah, like feet. Stampede. I want to know who Brandon's connections are. Leave Brandon alone. Never give up your sources, says Michael. Well, quite. Started watching poker videos. Very interesting game. I don't think it's just mindless gambling. I can tell that to fucking Bruno Mars. $50 million he's lost in the casino at fucking Las Vegas. The mad bastard. I don't care how rich you are. $50 million is a silly amount of money. Just full stop. Imagine the changes you could have made in the world with $50 million. Crazy talk. Crazy talk. And then to just piss it up the wall for nothing. Nothing. Just if it was me, I'm not saying he should be, but if it was me, I reckon I'd be ashamed of myself if I lost $50 million gambling. I know when I used to gamble and I stopped gambling because I felt like that shit was getting a hold of us, I would lose like 60 quid or 100 quid in a night and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I feel terrible for that. Mind you, I'm tight as fuck as well, so obviously I felt terrible, but I was like, oof. Are you lagging in real life? Yes. Sycamore is also tobacco and vetiver with violet flower kind of poking through, says Reaper. Scent Reaper, not the dodgy Reaper. Probably his parents. Hi, Michael, my pal. PCP, says Michael. I could see Furio's Junta being an associate of Brandon. Is Brandon still here? I like the stream. It's time, folks. Do I get La Pausa or number 18 next? Get Cristal, vintage. Mailman finally coming. Fuck, says Supply and Demand. Thank God. We have been on this journey with you. We are glad you survived. We made it, people. I love every bit of gambling, says Horace. Oh. You could almost buy Sebastian's collection with that kind of money. Almost. Sebastian. It's a shame Sebastian didn't buy his fucking collection with that kind of money. I mean, to be fair, I imagine Sebastian's bought a large amount of his collection and put a large amount of his own money in, but he's also sold a large amount of it, you know, with his perfume consultation business and his... but you can't tell me he hasn't received a shit ton of free bottles. A shit ton. Ah, Brandon is here. 59 watching. Guys, please lick the stream. Please. If you are with us. If you like liking streams, this stream is likable. Is it likable though? I've said that. Horace, my logic is eau de toilette. Eau de logic. Logic de toilette. You have almost 60 watching, Richard. How do you feel? Don't ask me questions. Don't fucking ask me questions, woman. I'm becoming gangster here. Don't talk to me about that. Scent of the Day, vintage Giorgio Beverly Hills for men. I have a bottle of vintage Giorgio Beverly Hills for men VIP special reserve, and I'm selling it. It just doesn't. The aldehydes are very, very fucking melt your eyeballs out your head. Ooh. Going to be applying Are you going to sell MFK Reflects to Ombre? I think so. Mashari Taibi, welcome to you. I hope you are well. Thank you for joining us. Never ask a duck about his business. Godfather Part 2. Quite. Or I'll go quackers. I got Bel Respiro for €90. One of the easiest exclusives wears by far. The pain and suffering of their prices these days is absolutely mad. Jacob was spitting feathers the other night about them discontinuing the Le Parfums. Wings, Giorgio Beverly Hills was and still is my fave blue of all the time. Interesting. You are on it, says Roberto. Like a car bonnet. Brandon, you have a La Pausa EDT you want to send me? The EDT? The new Wings is totally different in my opinion. Very cheap smelling. What is this Wings? Never rub another man's rhubarb, the Joker from Batman 1989. I didn't like that one. I thought the Heath Ledger one was completely unsupportably brilliant. You could not follow it. And the fact that they got Jared Leto to do so was actually, I think, quite a smart move because he was utterly shit. And everybody knows Jared Leto's a fucking weird cunt, so it was easy to hate him for trying. I think the guy that they've got who's going to do it next time, Barry Keogh, I think he'll be brilliant at it. I don't know if you've seen that secret scene from the latest Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. There's a secret scene where Batman visits the Joker in jail, and he fucking nails it. Like, it's brilliant. It looks great. Wow, the 80s Antaeus is giant in the opening, while the 90s later versions is smoother for me. The latest version is much more of a patchouli rose with a little bit of animalicness in it. It's very clear. I really like the latest version, actually. Would you Adam and Eve it? Sorry, Alan, I went off on a bit of a rant there, didn't I? About the Joker. I'm very, very close to my heart is the old Joker fucking thing. I got my 200ml of Sycamore the other day. I think I'm set for life. You probably will be. The first one with Jack Nicholson as Joker. See, I didn't care for that one. I didn't like how comic booky it was. I didn't like how smooth the face was. I thought Jack Nicholson's probably the right actor. I just think that the whole setup of I'm not a big fan of Tim Burton anyway. It was Tim Burton, wasn't it? Was it? Tim Burton. Batman. Yes, it was. It was Tim Burton's Batman. I didn't like that. I didn't like his version of Batman. I really didn't. I'm not a massive fan of Tim Burton anyway. Like, I resent them a lot. For him and Johnny Depp, I resent them because they just fucking fucked every single movie. They just made the same movie over and over and over and over and over and over again for about 20 years, and it was very upsetting. You know? It was fucking awful. Excuse me, whilst I hydrate. Horace, it's 28, La Pausa. Huh? Never pay for a bottle of fragrance. Red Essence 2022. You could have stuck any number there. To be fair, he's been saying that for quite some time. Has Red Essence. I've seen those emails that him and the other influencers send out to people asking for. Well, I say people, companies asking for bottles. They're rotten. I'm awaiting a paradigm shift in movie making back to original characters and storylines. You may be waiting for some time, my friend. Comic book films are on their arse. I cannot be fucking chewed with that shit. Welcome, Vic. Dogville is my favourite movie ever. Homeward Bound was a good film. Bob Patterson Batman gives Oncrane a wild vibes. Definitely not your home. Quite. What don't you like? Shmee? Bob Hoskins? Shmee? What don't you like, Shmee? I remember fucking Hook. Bob Hoskins. Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman was a brilliant Hook. Bob Hoskins was Shmee. Robin Williams was a perfect Peter Pan. Could have won an Oscar. Frankly, I know it was only a kid's film and it was like a bit thick, but it was genius. Whoever cast him could have won an Oscar. The new Joker with Tom Hanks is going to be the bomb. He's going to carry a volleyball around calling it Wilson. I thought that was a decent film. I thought Castaway was a decent film. I thought Castaway was a decent film. Hook is a classic. Surely the best Batman was Adam West. Oh, why did that end up the way it did? It was like it was made by Ed Wood. Hercules is still my favourite Disney movie. Hades was brilliantly played. Quite. I tested the new Chanel Comet and it is a rubbish, says Vic. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's not going to be my thing either, to be honest. We love a man who was a bit touched in the heat like Robin Williams. Boom, power, kazam. Oh my God, I saw that, Alan Hansen. Oh my God, Blue Talisman is a 10 out of 10 first sniff. True camp, the original Batman was extremely camp. Yes. That is right. I imagine it was a massive hit with a particular section of society. I can't wait to smell like rubbish. Have you ever smelled I Am Trash by Eldo? Heath Ledger was better in Brokeback Mountain. How many times have you seen that film, Mr. Garlic? Be honest now. I've only seen it once. I thought he was brilliant in it, to be fair. That kind of stifled man, that kind of repressed, held in, like you could almost see it in his fucking jaw. You know what I mean? Bareback Mountain, I've seen that one, to be fair. I thought Jake Gyllenhaal was really good in it as well. Sad. We also love a sexually repressed cowboy, says Horace. Quite. Rich, have you tried Patou pour homme privé? No. Kevin Conroy was the best Batman, says Pat Lester. Batman's a hard role to play. Batman's a hard, because essentially you're a straight man against all of these incredible bad guys. You know? You have to essentially, you have to do this mad thing where you are the lead, but you're one of, if not the most boring character in relation to a lot of the other characters in there, you know? I mean, he's got an immense backstory. It's very clever and it's very well done, and it's very... It's good, you know, but again, I don't necessarily think that Batman is the role I would play if I was going to be in one of those films. The bad guys had all the great lines. They had all just everything about it, like just I'll tell you who absolutely sucked in their Batman film, Tom Hardy. I don't particularly think Tom Hardy's a great actor. Like, I think he's a good TV actor, strangely. I think Tom Hardy's a good TV actor. I just don't think he's... I mean, he was shite as Bane. He needed to wear fucking pumps, man. He had to have fucking, like... He was basically wearing high heels. Christian Bale was like 4 inches taller than him. Why so serious? That wasn't the best line of that film. The best line of that film, The Dark Knight, was when he was being interrogated and he smashed his head off the fucking... off the one-way mirror. And Batman lost his temper, and the Joker looked at him and said, "You've got nothing to threaten me with, nothing to do with all your strength." It was just fucking riveting. And nearly fell off my seat. It was genius. Batman's house is in Nottingham. Woollerton Hall burned down. Horace, we are watching 1883, Digging on the Cowboys. The ladies are thirsty tonight. All this cowboy talk. Put some Lone Star Memories on, you know. Bit of Lonesome Rider. Robert Pattinson Batman was shite. I think Batman's an easy role to fuck. I think Batman, like I said, I think you've just got to be a straight man. Bruce Wayne's easier to play, but Batman is tough. I don't have to cruise, I just sit and watch them flock in my days of beauty, says Michael. People treating Cillian Murphy like he is a debut actor is appalling. Yes, people are talking to him like he's never been an actor for fucking 25, 30 years. You know what I mean? I remember, it's like when Ava Green was in Casino Royale. She won Best Newcomer of the Year for Casino Royale. It was disgraceful. She'd been an actress for 10 years before that. She was known. You know what I mean? What a rack. Good grief. I had some super warm, sunny days. Got me so excited for spring, summer. Too tired to think about it now, says Michael. Yeah, I'm tired as well, me. Blue Talisman smells like a less herbaceous Zaharoff signature pour. I need to get that out, actually. I want to wear that. But pumping up the clean with the pear. I eat pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear. Had some super warm sunny days. Got me so excited for spring, summer scents. It's getting light here. It's is it the vernal equinox? Some kind of equinox on the 21st, Thursday coming, when the light is, it's going to be 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark, and then our clocks go forward this weekend, and I am fucking buzzing. So I'm looking forward to there being extra light. It'll be a strange sensation, always is for the first week. It's more strange having more light than it is having less light for me. It's a bigger adjustment. It takes us like a week or two to wrap my head around it. But it's brilliant. It's very freeing. So I am looking forward to that shit. Thursday, we will start in the Northern Hemisphere. We will start to have more light. 12 on, 12 off. Exactly. Oh. I wonder if there's any other fragrances I want to put in this the autumn and winter fragrance rotation. I wore Vile Pour Homme last week, and I don't know. I didn't struggle with it. I didn't hate it. I'm not selling it. That's not what I'm saying. But I had to reappraise it a bit. I was like, ooh, you're different from what I remember you being. You know? It's a very kind of catch-all fragrance. I reckon you could wear it most days. So good, but I'm so sensitive it makes me anxious and I'm scared like I'm there, says Kate. I don't like horror stuff. That said, I get scared by more perfumes than fucking stories these days, films and stuff like that. Enjoy Les Mediterranee for the last few sunny days, then Les Abstrait Belle Arme for night. I was talking to Eugene the other day about Belle Arme. Belle Arme, Belle Arme. Bum ba ba da dum. Bum 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 ba da bum. There it is. I'm not as low as I thought, but I am getting low. What I should do is I should buy one so I can talk about it. Ooh. Jeremy's channel is all the horror I need these days. My God, honestly, it is. It's. Do you know what? Do you know what the really frightening thing about Jeremy's channel is now? It's real. It's fucking real, and it is horror. It is pure horror. You know. Jeremy's channel is all the horror. And have you tried Basil Womo? Tried it, got a bottle of it, and have backups of it. It's fucking gorgeous. I really like it. Oh, yes, thank you, says Rachel. Who are you thanking? I need to break out Belle Arme. Some Celebrate or Starter tomorrow. What's that? It's actually sad to see what is happening. Yes, in all honesty, there's like I said this a few weeks ago. It's past the point of memes now. It's past the point of joking. Somebody needs to just grab him. You know. The thing is, he's not ready to listen. You know, it's going to end badly. It's going to end badly. Because whether it's mental health that's causing it or drugs, personally, I think it's probably a bit of both. I've got no evidence for that. Just watching him. He is. He's in a bad way. He's in Sniper's Alley, like. You know. He might off himself. He might. He might take an OD. He might hurt himself. He might do something stupid. That people don't realize that, like, that happens a lot as well with people in his situation. Like, they do stupid things. If it is what is widely speculated, people saying that it's cocaine. If it's cocaine, people on cocaine are famous for making stupid fucking decisions, really terrible decisions, because, as I've said before, cocaine affects the reward center in the brain, and you cannot make good effective decisions when your reward center is cabbaged because you don't get the reward for making the good decision. The dopamine. It's the difference between dopamine and serotonin. And if it is drugs, he's in serious trouble. With the fentanyl issue, even more dangerous. Just fuck it. I mean, fentanyl in the United States is a thing. It's not so much over here. Thank God. But it is cropping up. People are using it to deal with the hangover of, or the come down of fucking the come down of other hard drugs, you know what I mean? Snorting anything right now is so stupid. Just like, it's just, there's so much at stake. People are doing such mad shit, you know? People are doing such mad shit because there's so much money at stake. There's so much, like, power and all that shit. He's in serious trouble. He is in serious trouble, is Jeremy. Daniel. Jeremy's dead. I mean, Jeremy Fragrance is fucked. It's gone. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anything. I don't think he's going to be able to come back from the consistent shite that he's been pulling for years now. Daniel, there's still hope to save Daniel, but it's dwindling fast. He was always weird, but what he became, yes, I think that's one of the reasons. I think it could be mental health related as well. I think it was always in there. I think the passing of one of his parents was a big thing. I think it was his dad. I think that really affected him, poor sod. And he had too much fame. He was always trying to become famous. He's one of those people who wanted to be famous, you know. He wanted to be a star. And people who want to be famous usually end up coming a cropper, like, because they just want the fame, they want the adulation, and it's never enough. The good God, the amount of clone content right now, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Everything clones. Ashton's started putting out clone content on his second channel. That's like, it's literally overflowed from his first channel and onto his other channel. Which just feels so pointless. Like, I don't understand. I'd love to hear his his genuine rationale for it, not the public facing rationale for it, just the genuine rationale, you know, for why he's done that. I do not understand. His clone channel is now a clone channel, yeah. I think anyone can be helped. I've seen it. Yeah, I just think that time's run. I think you're in, like I said, he's in Sniper's Alley. You know, he's got to be right every time. They've only got to be right once. One bad fucking thing happens and it's all over. Like, some substantial knock, whether it be a drug thing or whether it be a mental health thing, and it could just be gone. You are the only channel I watch anymore, says Michael Harness. I appreciate that. Jeremy used to talk about more than 10 frags and had a huge collection. Think about this. If you're a brand watching his channel, right, why the fuck would you want your perfumes on his channel at the minute? Ashton is worse than Jeremy now. Just qualify that. Ashton has not gone insane. Ashton is making the system work for him. Ashton is in control. There's no suggestion whatsoever that Ashton's doing any kind of drugs. It feels to me like he is trying to make hay while the sun shines. And it's a very clear plan. And he knows what he's doing. Whereas Jeremy, it feels chaotic. It feels like he's in a tailspin. I kind of feel like Ashton is like literally banking the money, like putting it into the kids' college fund. I imagine he's doing sensible things with his money. He's got a stable family life. He's coherent. I don't like necessarily the things he's putting out, but I don't necessarily think that he's like any kind of like fucking in any danger. Nobody around him's in any danger, and he's not in any danger. I can sit and rant and rave about the content he's putting out, but really it's not that. I mean, in the greater scheme of things, but Jeremy's going to get hurt if he's not hurt already. There is a clone store that sells the Taffas for 100 plus next to my Apple store. Oof. I think Jeremy could wake up tomorrow and change. I'm banking on that. I hope springs eternal. That's true, but if they want it, then it's totally possible. Yes, I just don't think Jeremy knows I don't think Jeremy knows. I think he's incoherent. I think you can see that. I think it's fairly obvious. Okay, I need to work now. Bye, my beautifuls. I'm proud of you. Good night, Oris. Or goodbye, Oris. It's not good night. It's never good night. Found his market. The market found him. I don't know how many views he's got on his channel, but he'll be making a fucking fortune, like. He'll be raking it in. Thousands of dollars he'll be making from product placement, fucking from the brands themselves, the clone brands themselves, and then you've got the AdSense revenue on the top of that, I still think within Ashton as well, that there is a perfume nerd like us. I think he could come to this. He could literally come to this stream, sit here with us, all of us, and not only sit and talk about perfumes, the perfumes he loves, and all of that, with like the knowledge and the different variations and everything. But I think he could also sit and justify his position about what he's done with the channel and why he's done it. And that's I don't have any concern for Ashton, I don't worry about people like very easily. But Jeremy, we're gonna have a situation to deal with where we are like, what the fuck happened there? He just fell victim to the algorithm. I don't think he's fallen victim to the algorithm. Like I said, I think he's making the system work for him. And in that regard, I think it's just, he used to be like a vintage perfume nerd like us. Like he loved Koros. Like if you look at his Koros video, it's brilliant. He's got glasses on with a bit of tape in the middle. It's mint. He did like a vintage series. He did a video where he did a short. So he was doing shorts for a while. I don't think he needs to do shorts, but he was doing shorts for a while. And he had a bottle of Pavarotti there. And I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. Talk about Pavarotti? He was like, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I need to talk about this. And then he didn't. So you've got to remember as well as that if he does that, right, then he's literally taking money away from himself by talking about something like Pavarotti. Now, maybe he loves Pavarotti, right? Let's say that he does. Maybe he hates it, I don't know. But if he makes a video that goes out at his usual time slot and it's about Pavarotti and it gets 3,000 views, whereas he gets a video about a clone, right, that gets 30,000 views, he's done himself out of money there. So I can understand why he wouldn't. Like, I don't resent him. And I think Ashton's like sound. You know what I mean? Not something I would do, though. And I don't think he's one of those. I don't think he's one of I don't think he's one of that crew of like, you know. I don't think he mixes with the red essences, the Max 40s, the curly fragrances, the Jeremys, the fucking all of that kind of posse. Yeah, I think he's there out by himself, and I do think he's probably the best active reviewer, as far as he's the best big one with over 100,000 subscribers, him and Sebastian. But there are rumours Sebastian is boycotting some brands, right? Because they are stocked at a place, Saint Celier. He is boycotting any brand that is stocked at Saint Celier because she put in a copyright claim against him for using some photography in some of her photography in his video. In his videos, she warned him about it. He didn't do anything. He ignored her, and then she got the video taken down. So, and then he replied to her, you know. So that's weird. I think he's being petty. I think he should have just taken his medicine. But the fact of the matter is he's told brands that he refuses to fucking deal with them because they're stocked at her store. That's pathetic, I think. But I think Sebastian, as on another side of it, I think Sebastian's sound as well. I don't think he's like one of those fucking member of that little clique, you know. Never forget, friends, you pay for their free bottles. And with that, I am leaving. I started out very tired today, and now I am fully engaged, which is a problem, because how am I supposed to fucking sleep? Anyway, I am going to make a crumpet. I wish you all a good evening. Thank you for joining me, keeping me company. Thank you for liking and commenting and subscribing. I appreciate it, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.